It is the first episode of the PSL talk show for season 8. I was going to do this with a bunch of other people, but I didn't really have time. So I'm going to be super busy this week. So I want to just like smash this video out really quick, just so there's like something out there. Because I don't want to go into like week 3 or whatever with having no episodes of the talk show out. So we're going to do a real quick one. That's going to be a fun one. I am going to give you my playoff predictions for this season. And I'm going to make a fun rule for a twist. I have to add 2 teams on for each side for Scarlet and Violet that the man in Vegas has ranked in C plus or C tier. Um, so on the Scarlet side, on the C plus to C, we have Buffalo and New York Aqua Jets. They're the 2 teams I see winning a playing game and making it into the playoffs. And then for Violet, there's Carolina, who Matthew, I'm gonna be real, he's becoming one of my favorite people in the league. Like this dude, he understands the vibe at the PSL. And Atlanta with Coconut rejuvenating the former glory of Atlanta, being one of the best teams. So I see them winning a playing game and sneaking into the playoffs. I could see it happening. So we'll start with Baltimore versus New York, and it's gonna be tough for Zen to win, but I think he will get the upset over Baltimore. I'm gonna put in Aqua Jets to beat Baltimore. I think Zen's on a mission this season. I can tell. Then we have Jappy and the Calder Colts versus Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh are legit. I do, but I think this week 1 game for Calder Colts, it was rough. It was really rough. There were a few opportunities to stop the sweep. Didn't end up happening, but it's his first game back in like a long time. He's gonna shake their rust off. He hasn't been in the PSL for a while. He's a former champion, and I do see him picking up the win against Steelix. Next, we have Buffalo and Cincinnati. I think Buffalo are they're going to be one of the most improved teams. They're my sleeper pick for this season. I think they're going to be legit. Joker's good though, and Cincinnati, they've been very consistent the last 2 seasons. I think this will probably be their game of the week for the playoffs. And I'm going to put, it's tough, but I think I think Buffalo get the upset. I think Buffalo is going to get the upset. And I have Miami and New Orleans finishing the top of their conference again. I think the game in week 1 against Will and Friedel, Gigantamax and New Orleans, that was going to be the decider to who wins the conference, I think. Now going over to Violet, I think Will and the Gigantamax are probably going to beat the Pan Champs. I think they're legit. They're going to be very hard to beat. Then we have Slow Kings versus Beedrills. This is going to be a good game, but I think Beedrills, they're so good in playoffs. They are so good in playoffs. They're so hard to beat in playoffs. And then Atlanta versus Tampa Bay. I think as much as I would love Atlanta to win, I think Tampa Bay are very scary this season. So I'm going to go Tampa Bay to win that one. So not as many upsets in Violet, I don't think. So back over here, division rival game. I think these 2 teams are split 1-1 overall, Miami and New York. But I'm gonna give the win to Miami. And then Indianapolis versus Buffalo. This is another close game, and I think it's going to be another upset. I think Buffalo is going to get to the top 4. I love this team. I really hope this team does well. New York versus New Orleans. I think Will's going to come in with revenge. He's lost twice to New Orleans, I think. And I think he's not going to lose the 3rd time. I don't think he'll lose the 3rd time. Like, Will is so good. I think he'll get the surprise upset over New Orleans. Then we have Beedrills and Tampa Bay. I think Tampa. I think Tampa's just gonna get the win. I think Beedrills are so good in playoffs, but I think Tampa's roster is just it's strong. Then for the final 4, another division matchup again in the playoffs with Miami and Buffalo. And you know what? I think Buffalo is going to get to the championship. And I think Gigantamax versus Tampa. Gigantamax versus Tampa. I have to go. I'm gonna go Will. I'm gonna go Gigantamax to make the championship, and then we'll have one of the comeback stories of the season if this happens. If Buffalo makes the championship game, and then Will going for and the Gigantamax going for their second championship, and I think the winner. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I think Buffalo wins. I think Buffalo wins the championship. The C plus team, raked by the man in Vegas. This is my sleeper team. I think Buffalo is gonna win the championship. That's my pick. You heard it here first. Buffalo championship season 8. I want to see it. Make it happen.